Customer contracted us to move this Conex box right here. It's full of fuel tanks and everything that they used to use. Customer sold this yard. They're clearing it out for the new owners that are gonna come in. So we were contracted to come out with the crane, lift it, and put it over here on the lowboy. Originally what we did is we came up, set up the crane. We're gonna hook up to the Conex box next. Then we're going to lift it up and swing it over on top of the lowboy over here. And then we're gonna drive it to where they had leased it from. To get this out of here, it's pretty complicated. Usually we'd use a landau, and the landau is a tilt trailer that we could back up to the front of the Conex box and just pull it up like that. What makes this difficult is this yard is really small. There's not a lot of room to maneuver a truck here, so that's why we had to bring the crane in. Well, anytime you use a crane, you're gonna have outriggers, and so that's what you can see on the outside of the crane. And underneath the leg of the crane, we have foot pads, and basically what that does is it just makes the footprint of those outriggers a little bit larger. And the reason you want that is so that you have more surface area for that cylinder to push down on. Dylan over here is gonna lift up that arm right there, and we're gonna swing it over the top. And then we're gonna rig the cranes to the top corners, and on the other side, it is not enforced on the top and the other side, so we're gonna have to put a spreader bar on the back side and then go down to the bottom. And then it should be one smooth lift up and then set it directly on the flatbed of the deck. Once we have the container on the deck of the lowboy, we're gonna chain it down in the corners, and then we're gonna throw 3 straps over the top of it. The reason we got called for this job is because we have the equipment to do it and the know-how and the resources to figure it out if we don't. So, you know, one of the hardest parts of any kind of a job that you get contracted with like this is just getting out there and seeing what you're doing, while you're doing it, and being able to either work on the fly, think on the fly, or just adjust as needed. We have a really good team. Dylan's great, I'm experienced, and we like doing this kind of stuff. This is playtime for us. One of the great things about working for Iron Buffalo is, you know, our bosses, they give us the leeway to do things as safe as possible and to get it done properly. That way we get calls back. We try and be as mindful as we can of the area, of all the equipment and everything that we're moving. We don't want to make mistakes, and that way we get more repeat business.